Alright, this video is a update overview of my 78 F100 project. Catch anybody up on what it's all about. It's a 78 F100. It's got a 302 V8 C6 3-speed automatic transmission, Ford 9-inch rear end. When I got it, the original motor was blown. The motor that's in this truck is it's actually out of a 68 Mustang, so it's got smaller combustion chamber heads and higher compression and all kinds of stuff like that. It's got the factory C6 transmission. There's nothing I've changed about it. The rear end, I've put 411 gears and a posi unit in it. It actually came out of my Mach 1. You can't see it. It's in the garage. It actually came out of my Mach 1. And yeah, that's where we're at now. I did build the engine myself. It's got Speed Pro pistons. Speed Pro pistons. Everything in it is brand new. Hold on, I'm making a video. Anyways, it's got Speed Pro pistons. Everything else is brand new inside the motor. Small Summit Racing camshaft, 4-barrel intake, 600 Edelbrock carburetor, new distributor, new spark plug wires. Got box body headers on it with 2.5-inch exhaust. Pipes street violator mufflers. Got an electric fan on a fabricated aluminum radiator. This fan actually came off of a Dodge minivan. Chrome 100 amp alternator that came off the Mach 1 also, and basic stuff. This is a fuel pressure regulator. Painted up everything, so it's done. It drives fine. I drive it all the time. I might do a couple small things here or there to it to increase performance and reliability, but that's it. Where we're at now is the 3-speed transmission that's in this thing. Now this is extremely common for any old vehicle, like anything from the 70s back. Most likely has a 3-speed automatic in it. The problem is I put the 411 gears in the rear end, so if anybody knows anything about gears and rear ends, the higher numerically that you go, the better acceleration you have, but the worse top speed you have. And the reason is when you're driving around, your RPM will be way higher with a numerically higher gear. So instead of on the interstate being at like 1800 RPM at 70, it's like 3800 RPM at 70. So it's screaming while you're driving down the road. So the next step to counteract that, because I want to keep my gears because I like the acceleration, is to put a 4-speed automatic transmission in the truck. That's much more complicated than you would think it is. You can't just unbolt the transmission and bolt a new one in. I got a transmission out of an 85 Crown Victoria that I'm rebuilding myself. And then I'll have to get a bunch of different stuff, brackets, and... Get off the dirt. Get out of the dirt. I know you want to play in the dirt, but it's too muddy over here. Oliver, get up, please. Go play on the driveway. We don't want to be dirty when we go get Mama. Anyways, I don't want to dig it like here. I don't want to dig it how. Okay. I don't dig it, my dig it. This is my dig it. You go. anyways, then the next step is to build the transmission for it. I've got a transmission out of an 85 Crown Victoria, like old, they were like old police cars in the 70s. It's a 4-speed, or I'm sorry, 80s. It's a 4-speed, obviously, and I had to get a bunch of like a cable that connects the carburetor down the transmission. I already got that, but I need a couple brackets, and I'll need a new, longer drive shaft. I'll probably search in a junkyard for that, and get that going. But that's a long process because I buy everything, pretty much everything used. So I got to find a lot of this stuff, usually through Facebook Marketplace. But first thing I actually have to do before I can even put the transmission in is see the 4-speed transmission won't use this column shifter here. I'll use a floor shifter. I already bought the floor shifter. I found a good deal on one. It was $40. It's an aftermarket, like a racing type one. What are you doing?
I am back.
Okay. Don't hit the truck. So it'll go down here on the floor, and I'll actually have to build a little platform for it to sit on. It's like a cable operated shifter. The problem with that is eventually I want to replace the seat because it's super tore up right here. And I cannot replace the seat with a more modern one. Well, I'm sorry, I can't replace the shifter and build the base for it until I get the new seat in, because it'll be a more modern one and it might be a different height and all that. So I actually have to put in the seat first and then build my platform for my shifter before I can even put the transmission in the truck.
Daddy, get me up.
Get you out?
Yes.
All right. So this is the seat that I got for the truck. It's all torn apart now. I took it apart because I'm getting it reupholstered. It actually came out of a 95 F-150 Lariat, so at least I think it was the Lariat. I don't know. It's a 95 F-150 though, and the seat was really, really nice. It's got headrests that go on it, as I say, a flip down armrest, all the stuff you don't get in an old truck like mine with a factory seat. It actually has electronic lumbar too, so the seat will go in and out like that. Not that that's a big deal, but I'm hoping that I can just take the cover off and take it to the upholstery shop, and they'll be able to just copy it and make me a new one. The bottom of the seat on the driver's side.
Please follow me. I don't have to jump.
Hold on, Oliver. Yes, tore up right there. But I'm probably going to go similar colors. It's going to be a gray, definitely. Because eventually, one day, the truck will be silver or like a dark gray. I'll see what they say about going two-tone, like maybe a darker gray and a lighter gray. It's almost like a bluish gray kind of deal.
Daddy, I'm mad at you.
You're mad at me?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That's you rolled down and rolled at me.
I won't go on the road with you?
No.
The scooter isn't charged up enough to go on the road.
Why?
Because you drove it all the way around the block yesterday. It's not charged up enough. We got to charge it first.
I didn't go.
Okay.
Let me touch the touch.
Maybe we'll just go to the end of the road. Anyways, here's the shifter I got for it. It's a B&M Quicksilver. They're like $400 shifters, brand new, but I got it for $40. It's the console for it. It's missing a piece, but I'll figure it all out. I've used B&M shifters a lot before, including in this Mach 1 when I used to drive this around. And completely unrelated to the transmission, I've been wanting to put a different type of steering wheel in the truck with a button in the center for the horn, because the one in the truck, they're out on the edges of these spokes, and I don't like that because I keep accidentally hitting it. I bought this today for 20 bucks. I bought the seat for 40 bucks. Like everything I can get super cheap. I'll probably have a video that's standalone about restoring an old steering wheel like this. It's got like a foam grip on it. It's pretty decent shape, but I still got to work it over and make it new again. So yeah. So anyway, truck runs good. These are different burnout marks before I put the posi unit in it. It runs good enough to do a nice long burnout. So, and then after all that's done, I'll start focusing on body and aesthetics. So we'll see how that goes. One thing at a time. I'm coming. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll try to update you on Facebook, or not Facebook, but Twitter. See ya.